city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Browns, Kevin Stefanski. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're off on EA Sports. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive now today.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Back-to-back carries here. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from the 42.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Second down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Throwing back to the backfield, and they give it to him. Have him gain up a handful there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Third and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Intended for his wideout.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Well, here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing, as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs the wrong route, this is a quarterback that can erase the mistakes of others around him, and you sure love that guy leading your team.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
46-yard line.
They're going play action. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Kalen Carson with the tackle.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Judkins. They'll cobble together a yard there. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down.
Marshawn Nealon on the stop. A gain of
3rd down from the gun. Going all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. He's got it to his running back. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. And forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And well, they got one of them to move that time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan, and all in a heck of a souvenir. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Aubrey puts it through, and we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
To number 87. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Handoff on second and short. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
They give it to him again. Crashes through a tackle. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throwing this one back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. The Browns and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They'll go play action. He lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Third and long for him here. Finds the Joku, complete. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So first down from the 41.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. He finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
A little screen pass for Junkins. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5. Third down coming up. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 3-3 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. A give left side, Judkins. He has the first and still going past the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
19 yards. That's another Browns.
Going to the ground again on first. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Cowboys.
He'll call his own number. They're not going to get him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
That's good for Browns. First down.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now running here with Jaden Blue. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Daniel walks in there for the stop.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. That one's complete, right side. He barely gets it into enemy territory to the 49. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the long back on the handoff. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking in the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Complete out to the right. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
16. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Catch made left side by Judy. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Jerry Judy. A loss of 2 yards.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
5-yard gain on the
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Another one for Junkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And they bring him down around the 34. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Just Reed Blankenship making the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Going from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Setting up to throw. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. In the red zone now. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 3 now. They'll work against the blitz. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think he has both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. At a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the give, here's Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Another game to Judkins. And he gets him around 6 there. Knocked down by Savon Rebel.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Judkins out the middle. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Marcus Epps making the play. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
It's a gain of 3.
They're going to try and throw it here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Jay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. Get some space around midfield. Pick up with 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
He's going to throw this one. Gets him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pass play coming here. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. It was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They pitch it to him. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, we called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, the core component, like the pass rush today, isn't there, and the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throw here, third down. Completed over the middle. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Design bootleg here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Shotgun now on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. It's not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Browns ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Judkins on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
He was brought down by Marcus Epps. It's a gain of 5.
Now looking to throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's a throw. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
49-yard line. A gain of
Now here he goes on the boot. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Gets him on the in route. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns with possession and a fairly comfortable lead as we look ahead to the 4th quarter. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Judkins. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Got a man. It's Njoku. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Handoff now to Judkins. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Working now from the gun. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
3rd and goal.
3rd and long for him here. Throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to around the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got it over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing from the gun here. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Parsons Messenger on the coverage.
They look to throw. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
First down. 44-yard gain.
Gun snap. They'll throw. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's a game of 5.
Sticking to the air here. Caught quickly on the slant. And he gets this forward to the 19. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And screen here to Blue. And he's brought down after a short game.
Brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He's going to throw it again. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal.
Still sticking with the passing game. On him quick, and they bring him down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
Touchdown to bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. Looking to throw here. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Cowboys drop the lead back to 13. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. And this is Judkins. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
12 more yards. That's another Browns first down. First down and goal to go.
Here's Judkins. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first. It stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just
put the body on the line for his team. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns making a 3-score game in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, more than likely for more games to come.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting him a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Shovel pass complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
That's good for a Cowboy.
Throwing it again here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He's trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Cut out left. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Cowboys, 1st down.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 35.
Throwing on 2nd. He's got a man left. And he stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Desperation time here. He's got it close to the marker. Oh, but they're going to say incomplete. He didn't get the feet down on 4th down. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only 1 timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Browns come away with the win. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.